Find it. So that's why I bought all my knives now in orange. That way I sit it on the ground. Oh, there it is.
Test.
Or why, are we on yet or no?
Yeah, no, we're on.
See, I told you, I automatically fucking turned the funny on. Not even funny looking. That's what you're supposed to say.
It's funny.
Funny looking, yeah. Anyway, so
So Jared,
that's another thing too. When people turn all of a sudden they know they're on tape.
Yeah. Also,
then there's silence.
Book
alert.
Oh, second book alert for this segment. Early in this segment.
The early.
Get it out of the way.
Well, before people click off of the video, you gotta get it in early.
Look at these three assholes. I'm sick of this shit.
You gotta get it within the first minute before their attention span is not.
Oh, but I'll buy the book.
Yeah.
Hey, who's our one fan in South Carolina?
Yeah, she sucks, Sophia. She don't comment. She don't say.
You know what? If I said to Sophia to sit there and show all her collar, she would do it.
Oh,
she's my.
Just tell her to light me up, like Jerry up.
I used to babysit these kids when they were little.
The same thing.
Yeah, no, I
can ask her. She did the same. I mean,
she
would do it
did
for
nothing.
us.
I texted her because she owes me ice cream. You know those good humor the strawberry crunch bars or whatever.
Oh yes, I like the chocolate ones.
I bought those. I had them in the freezer when we were down in South Carolina. She helped herself, gave her boyfriend one, gave her one, ate the last one. Like, you owe me freaking ice cream. No, and I held on to it until the very next year. And then her boyfriend brought me
just
ice
one
cream.
time, watch your stupid uncle and your great uncle. Were you a great uncle or are you just
great uncle?
Look at the hair.
And then you would be like, what, a cousin-in-law?
Something like that, yeah.
We keep it in the family.
Great uncle and Rick.
That didn't sound good.
That's on an XXX site.
Somebody's using that somewhere.
You're like, ooh, that's in the family? What? Get him right there.
Crazy, good for
You're really going at it.
Well, I scaliciously out of the bottom of it. Is there a what is it? What I want in here?
Yeah, bottom right.
It's in a blue can, right?
Yeah, bottom right.
Bottom
on the door.
You got a whole six-pack.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bad.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do it, I mean, what the hell?
So, you're right. Don't fuck about. Don't do anything half-assed.
What, you're gonna buy one, realize it's great, and then have to go back and get more? Just get it. And if it's shit, just drink it anyways.
Well, as long as plus yes, if it's shit, if there's alcohol in it, for effect.
Yeah, that's what I end up doing anyway. If it's
when you're little, when you first drink beer and stuff, it's like.
Those really works.
Yes, the reason why, because it's double walled. It's just what it is it's steel, and then there's air, and then there's steel. So what it does is it doesn't sweat. I mean, I just had that cover on because I used to.
When do those work?
Yes, because it keeps your hand from getting cold. Hence, and also not transferring heat into your beer from your hand. So, hence.
Little science alert. Science alert here.
Well,
you're effectively stopping the heat exchange.
Yes.
Oh.
Then again, some people
using fancy words.
Well, not only that, when we go down to this bar in West Virginia, we go hunting. We walked into this little bar. But
is it called Stepsisters?
No, it's called My Sister.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot. West Virginia, right. Not Tennessee or Kentucky. I mean.
Oh, that's the one where I got there. You can't keep it in your pants, keep it in the family.
Oh, West Virginia.
Oh, heavens. That's the thing. That's what I told you when I told you. How do you know that the toothbrush was invented in West Virginia? Because if it was invented any place else, they call it a teeth brush.
It's good.
What?
Yeah, that is weird.
Hey, how do they circumcise people in West Virginia? Or how do you circumcise yourself in West Virginia? Have your sister get kicked in the mouth.
gotta get this done. Who wants the kicker?
What?
Jerry's taking down.
Sister or any other, cousin, family member. Where you want to insert.
Hey, you can't have a stranger. No.
That would just be
weird.
Yeah, right.
You don't know him.
It should be a cousin.
I mean, my daddy married my sister. Didn't affect me, though.
I'm good. Oh man, I watched actually The Great Outdoors the other day.
With John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
I just love it.
Remember, I told you know the answer to that now. What's the name of the boat?
Oh my god. Suck my wig.
Yes, very good.
But
Princess Miller?
No, 3 hour tour.
Okay, Gilligan. Skipper.
I liked Marianne a little better.
No, but I was just thinking, could you imagine you go to this place and then the guy's like, oh yeah, here, I'll show you where the cabin is. Let me hop up on the hood of your car so we can drive there. He just sits on the hood of the car. I'm like, what? Who does
What's
that?
the wide world of sports?
No, do you remember when they first get to the place? Well, first they park in between trees and they can't open the doors.
Well, it's John Candy's Second City kind of humor.
Oh, yeah.
They both were in Second City, actually. Dan Aykroyd, before he went to Saturday Night Live, was in Second City with John Candy.
Yeah.
So was John Belushi at one point.
Is that
He's from
the one
Chicago.
where the wife goes like this or something?
No.
No, Annette Bening is the woman in Great Outdoors.
I mean, they get caught by Dan Aykroyd, fooling around, and then he comes in because he interrupts their vacation to he starts videoing.
Well, no, this is a PG movie. I don't think there's any nudity in it.
No, they don't really
there's a
show
lot
it.
of
They
kids
just
in
show it all.
Well, is it PG or
They
is it
want to
13?
feel.
Well, that movie was made a long time ago. Like in what? 19...
89.
Well, that's what I mean. They don't really update.
87,
They don't really update the.
89.
88. What does it say? Where's it at? PG what?
It's probably just PG. Well, it might be PG. I'm telling you, because I don't think they did any swearing. There was no nudity. There was actually no sexual innuendo.
Yeah, there was. There was someone showed his boobs.
Maybe you might be right. I don't know if that's the same movie.
Oh, there's real little parts in there.
Well, it's not. See, Annette Bening is Aykroyd's wife in it.
Though, back in the day, even when they did show some boob, it didn't matter. Like it was like, oh, whatever, it's quick boob flash. It's amazing. That's like what the high school one, the girl coming out of the pool and whatnot.
Oh, you mean Phoebe Cates coming out in Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Yeah. Like even that was only like a PG-13.
Right.
And then.
No, actually, back in the day, I think that movie was rated R. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
I don't know. I don't think
That's a
so.
good movie.
Well, that was funny. That was like
John Penn was
that was his
funny.
first flick.
He was funny at one time.
Yeah,
Well,
because
he was what the fuck was his name in that? But Spicoli, Josh Spicoli, that was his name.
Well, you have that movie, and then
Well, no, his actually first movie was with Cruise, and they're about army kids in an army school. What did they make that movie? They were in a cadets in an academy, an army academy or something. That was their first movie. They were very young,
Well, what was the? I had a complete.
Christ, everything.
Bill Murray golf.
Oh, Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. Same thing. That one's. I don't think it's rated R.
Caddyshack? I think it's rated R.
I checked it out.
Well, this is back then in the day too. This is like they're rating shit now. Back then, you get away with murder back then. I mean, because originally certain movies were X, and then they just argued with them or greased the right palms, and then all of a sudden it became an R-rated movie. Well, now they have NC-17 and stuff. There's R,
Oh yeah. I don't know. Even though these kids can go on the internet and find whatever they want nowadays. Before you were stuck with the Sears bra ad, but now I mean.
The Sears catalog or
I had every catalog for 10 years.
Oh, J.C. Penney, Sears, Higbee's.
Higbee's.
The Sears one was the best. It had, They actually used to sell houses up until like 2016.
House kits.
You could actually buy a house at Menards if you want one.
Oh yeah, no, you can buy a house kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, they have like a whole builder thing on there.
I saw that. I was like, not only that, did I tell you? Well, you knew about it, but I didn't know there's stairs there. Because over by the birthday, I was like, Mom, let's go up. There's I didn't know there's upstairs.
There's elevators.
In case you get something a little heavy.
Yeah.
What's up there?
Just, sometimes it's Christmas stuff or stuff on sale or grills. Just certain stuff that they can't,
I never went there. Why
that you can send somebody that like or extra
Why didn't
stock.
you ever take me there, Rick?
Or different sizes, like it's a
Because you
grill.
never put your makeup on anymore.
I'm not taking you out
I'm
in
in
public
Paris.
unless you put your fucking head on your makeup, for the love of Pete.
God, sweatpants
God
aren't
damn it.
appropriate for outside wear.
At least put on
Indoor
some cargo shorts, for God's sakes.
Come on, give me a freaking rating.
It should be underneath the movie.
Oh no, it is our.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, because that one.
Well, they had naked. They had what's her lacy underall was
Yeah,
naked,
yeah.
and then the caddy was doing it with that other Irish broad. You want to help me sort me holy cards? Well, I mean, yeah, right. You want to go? Yeah, come on. Yeah.
All right, so let's see what this one is. I can't see it.
What is that movie?
PG.
The Grand Outdoors. I'm trying to see what it is.
Oh, Great Outdoors. That's PG. I'm telling you, it's PG.
I can't. It won't let me.
It doesn't give you the thing like the other one.
No.
Christ.
That's it. Stupid.
Why don't you ask Google?
I did ask Google. I said, "What's the rating on the other one?" PG. Son of a bitch.
Told you. Have I been wrong yet?
Nope.
It's amazing.
I got the right year. Come on, you people.
Okay.
I have a decent memory. My mind is so full of. I was a bartender for 30 years. I've forgotten more jokes than you remember. I mean, although you had quite a few jokes. You know who was really good with jokes? Uncle Tony. That guy had some jokes. He always had him and I would tell jokes back and forth. Christ.
I haven't talked to him in a minute.
Uncle Tone?
Yeah, how's he doing?
I guess he's doing well. He was down with my parents there and with Uncle Ray and his son.
Good.
I guess.
They
he's
look
doing
good
all
in
right.
that picture.
I mean, he's doing better now, I guess. From he wasn't doing so good.
Wow.
My mother would tell me, but he's been traveling and stuff, so he's doing fine.
That's good. See, because I mean, you have your ups and downs with that medicine.
Yeah.
So. No, that's good though. When it's good, you better just take advantage of it. Absolutely.
No, because he used to like a lot more times he would come to see my mom, have coffee with my mom in the morning sometimes.
Yeah.
My house was the same one. I just had a heart attack.
Seized up.
I see you guys counting the money you get on my biggest stake.
Oh, yeah. Negative 10, 20,
Yeah,
30.
then they say, well, he owed money on this, so you're going to have to pay some secret gambling
This
debt.
is paid for, okay?
They're like, here's 10 grand. Now, I need 1,000 for this. There you go. Just give it all back.
Well, not only that, too, when you find out, maybe in another 10, 15 years, you find out, well, I'm not going to be around long, fucking get an equity loan out, fucking we're going to Vegas. It's paid for, we can get a good, at least 15, 20 grand and go blow it on hookers and blow, right?
No, what is the one where they did the Hangover, 2 over in Thailand or whatever?
Correct.
Yeah, we'll go over there.
Thailand? No, you gotta be sure a lot of times. You gotta be grabbing packages over there.
I know.
Then they go, Mr. Brown, we're going to live another 10 years. Oh, shit.
Yeah, right. No, we'll wait till it's terminal, Jared.
Yeah, what was?
And then the doctor will say, the doctor will prescribe, well, you should start drinking now.
Full advantage.
Yes. Go back, and I prescribe CC and water.
That'd be a great prescription, wouldn't it? Well, doctor said I had to, so this means I can do it at work, right?
Yeah, right. I have a doctor's note.
Yeah, just be walking around, hey.
Well, you wouldn't believe anyway. I've seen where I've worked a couple places where there's people just walking around. You know, they're half in the bag.
Yeah, but a lot of those are those functional drunks where
Well, they are, but
they can't have it.
They're like 6 months from retirement.
Yeah.
It's just like you walk behind them and it's like it smells like a cross between a winery and a brewery and maybe I don't know.
The one guy I knew, man, until he had his first couple beers in, he'd be in the backhoe and it was just jittery. The second he gets a couple beers in, smooth as butter. I mean,
well, right. No, certain guys are like that. My dad, when he worked for the Boudillard Paint Company, he said these guys would be walking, 30 stories up in the top of, the building on beams. And back then, he said, back in the 60s, they had no, notchings and shit. He said those guys would do it, and then, 10 o'clock, they would eat their lunch. But at 12, when they had 12 for lunch, go to the bar. They'd have 5-6 shots and a fishbowl of fucking beer draft, and then back up they went, loaded.
Well, that's like.
And not only that, they're painting. Now back then it's all big. They're huffing paint as well as fucking drinking, and they're walking on a beam this way.
Good shit too.
Yes.
Oil paints.
Oh, back then this is like 1963, 62.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
Well, that's
I think that's the years my dad was doing. 61. He was younger.
Well, that's like back then. You had Henry Ford who.
He graduated 64.
My dad graduated 64. Right?
You had Henry Ford who was like
so it was probably like 62 or 63 that he was working.
Trying to perfect the the production line, the assembly line, going to people's houses, doing a quality check of life at people's houses. Then you had the Dodge brothers who it got hot in the factory, so they bring in cases of beer. Here you go, guys. Here you go, guys. And then what's funny...
A happy worker is a good worker.
And what's funny is the Dodge brothers actually produced more parts for Ford vehicles back then than Ford produced for themselves.
Dodge was they were very innovative.
Huh?
How do you know?
History.
What's in the books? You can look it up on Google, Jerry.
Are you denying history?
Well, no, the thing is, what kills me now, too, is a lot of times they're changing this bullshit.
You're going to take down the statue
Or
next?
that's exactly. They're taking down the statue. Oh, we didn't have this guy,
Yeah. There was never that there. There's a million other photos. That's like saying the Twin Towers were never there. There's a million photos of it being there.
They weren't.
Oh, here we go.
They're right there.
I guess you're going to say the Holocaust never happened,
They're
too.
right there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And you're going to tell me that the Holocaust never happened, too.
No,
Oh, that one happened.
I lived through it.
You lived through it?
Yes. He's the Highlander. His identity
Yeah.
now is Bo Vahovic.
Yeah.
His identity before is God knows what is bad.
Ignis.
Oh.
Ignis Jewish.
And he was with the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Oh man, that brings up like an Al Bundy quote. Let me guess, you're going to go to the law firm of Haggis and
Hagen and Hagen
or Ben and Jerry.
It's like, well, you know what?
I can't believe you'd say it to my face. I'd say behind your back.
Oh, my God, Carl, he hasn't ever taken gas.
You see when he got punched, I say that.
Ooh, Ed O'Neill?
He got punched by that broad, he just told her she was fat or something.
And she goes, I don't know what happened. I'm a size 7. She's like, all that jumping around must have expanded my foot.
And I see you must have fell on your ass as well a couple times. And his buddies. But not only that, though, too, if you did that now, people would be like, there was like a mainstream, people would be so appalled and all this bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd be offended. That's another thing, too. I said, like, when people are offended, you know what? Well, be offended. There's nothing in the law against it.
You know what he probably did, though? He probably influenced, I don't know how many people to not be fat. by not wanting those comments said.
Right, I get it.
A little bit of shaming is fine.
Well, bullying was good too. How many kids were bullied when they were young, and all they became fucking, great athletes or just good people or millionaires or whatever because I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now they're all brought.
What about all the ones that shot themselves in the head?
Well, then society's a better place because we don't need them. Anyway,
and they probably would end up shooting other people.
Right, exactly. And that's why we need the guns.
Took out one instead of the many.
Most people, you know, they say gun crime. Most people are killed by themselves.
Well, no, it's just. I get like nowadays, like you get bullied at school, and then because you got the social media shit, you get it's just constantly coming at you.
It's more compounded, I guess.
But that's your own.
But that's what even make you tougher.
Well, you would.
That's what made you tough.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
I agree. I mean, I was a little running in elementary.
Or make you think, or make you tough. Okay, then again, it's Darwinism. It's the weak will be sifted out. You know, if they're made fun of and they kill themselves, well, it's Darwinism.
What? Participation trophy.
Oh yeah, you showed up. Here you go. You're a winner. And then when they graduate college, and then they won't hire me. They said no, but my mom and dad said it was the greatest fucker on earth.
She had a softball game last night, and then she got out because it was she ran to home, but then she didn't hit play before the guy got out, so it was like a forced out type.
I get it.
And then she goes, I touched the plate. My point down. She's all pissed off about it. She goes, rules are stupid. So I understand.
Well, she understood the rules. She was
I'm like, you got to work around them.
Right. You got to be like Billy Martin, start kicking dirt in the plate, start arguing with the umpire.
This your daughter?
Yeah.
Hey, did you know?
All angry.
Did you know too? Bring up Billy Martin. Did you know? Okay, well, it was just in the paper that the 10-cent beer night in Cleveland, 1974,
Oh, yeah.
June 6, 1970, exactly. But anyway, you know, okay, it was against Texas. Okay,
right.
Now Mike Hargrove played for Texas, and the coach of Texas was Billy Martin. I didn't. Okay, Billy Martin.
Wait.
That caused so many issues too.
But then again,
Billy
Martin, because what happened was Billy Martin was for Texas. Because what happened was Steinbrenner would fire him. Like in 77 and 78, I think he won the series or one of those years, but then Steinbrenner would fire him and then rehire him.
Yeah.
He must have hired and fired Billy Martin 4 times. But you knew Billy Martin was a second baseman.
Yeah.
He played Mickey Mantle and Whitey Ford. And,
No, but that 10-cent beer night went down in history with the most bar fights. I mean, there was
people ripping up chairs.
Yeah, there was so much that happened there.
People got drunk at this.
Oh my god!
I mean, for 60 cents, you got 6 12-ounce beers.
Well,
it was probably like Bavarian or Stroh's.
Well, but then also too, back then they didn't cut it off at the 7th inning stretch and shit.
Right.
I mean, it went to the end.
Well, in the 9th inning, the Indians tied it up, and then they started. I mean, there's hot dogs.
Well, because of things like that, that's why they stopped giving. Like it had to go into a plastic glass. They could only go 5 feet if you throw.
Good thing it wasn't bat night. You know?
yeah.
Because they used to give out when I was little. My dad would take me
the little wooden bats and shit.
Well, no, in the 70s they would give you a big regular bat. In the middle 70s, they give you either 74, 75, 76. Up until maybe 1980, they gave you a full-size Adirondack bat.
I have one of those.
It wasn't Louisville Slugger because that's what they used. They give you as an Adirondack.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, and then like in the night, then they started giving you the little bat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those were actually Louisville Sluggers because I had one. I mean, they
we got a handful of them at the house. That was fun shit back then. They couldn't never do that. They would get sued so hard.
Hey, it's 22 minutes. 23.
So we are we cutting it?
So are we done?
We'll have to cut it. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, take it easy.
Later.
Working on it.
Toodaloo, go with God, don't take any wooden nickels.
Come on.
Sophia.
There we go.
Sophia.
Oh, we're gonna.